Hello and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. I'm going to bring in my deck today, the DM to the F spooky messages. So we're in that season. Thought it'd be really nice to bring this deck in today, especially because they were talking in the early reading about taking off the mask and letting go of being a ghost and the coming back. So the big message in that reading today is if they've been blocking you, ghosting you or pushing you away, they are coming back to make it right. So make sure you watch that early reading because it'll blow your mind. Really powerful, especially if you're seeing signs and you're feeling the energy, something's going to move forward, because that's exactly what's happening. So let's see what they want to say. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. What's on their mind today? Wow, flying out. So let's see what they want to say. A lot of cards. So feel these two and then I'm going to do them. So the first message out is, I don't know why I hide what I'm feeling. Absolutely. They're questioning their own sanity. They're questioning their own behaviour. They're questioning their own self. Why am I hiding what I'm feeling? Why? Because they feel it. So why hide it? What's the point in that? They're realising this more and more. And this message really resonates with everything we've been talking about over the last few days, that they want to open up and tell you how they feel. And if you wait and relax, they're going to do that, even if they're ghosting you, even if they're silent, even if you haven't seen them for a long time. They intend on showing you how they feel. They want to take that mask off, and they're doing this now. This is energy that's coming in during this fall season. We picked up on that again earlier today. So I don't know why I hide what I'm feeling. So they're even confusing themselves as to why they are hiding what they're feeling, or why they're hiding from you when they love you and they want to be in your life. So this is also a huge message about them returning to you on their knees, saying, please forgive me. Will you give me another chance? Or are you going to let me back in? So they are showing you that this is like a begging energy, where they are begging and hoping that you're going to let them back into your life. And you're just kind of standing there, perhaps even a little bit in shock that you've just received that message, or that they've just opened up and told you how they feel. And you're there thinking, oh, here it is. Here they are. And this is about you relaxing and breathing, continuing to do you. And that's when they're going to show up. I would love to make love to you under the stars. So this is definitely the passion between the two of you, and the passion and the intensity of the chemistry and the connection that's fueling this movement forward. Because what they would really love to do more than anything would be to make love to you. And many of them have had dreams and fantasies where you've made love to each other under the stars. So it could be outdoors, it could be in an outdoors environment, so it could be when you're camping, or just outdoors in general, or perhaps you're on a nice candlelit roof in some way. Very romantic. I'm seeing this as like a very romantic energy. And we picked up on that yesterday, where your person's saying, you make me feel romantic. I've never really been romantic before, but now I want to be romantic. And this is what they're missing in their life. They're missing passion, but they're also missing romance. Feeling loved. Feeling like it's exciting to come home at night, or it's exciting to go on a date, or it's exciting. They don't get that with what they're doing, whether it's a karmic partner they've been with for a long time where it's all dried up, or even if they're with someone they've been with for a few months, or a new person, it's not the same. And many of them as well, some of them are single and they're just not dating anyone. So they're missing that kind of vibe with someone. They're missing the romance, the excitement, the exhilaration, the planning, the feeling that what's going to happen when I get to you, and all of that, thinking about you throughout the day, being excited about seeing you at night, all of that, they want that back in their life. So then I really had a dream and I was making love to you and it was amazing, and I would love to make love to you under the stars. Take my body, take my life. So it's like they are saying to you, I want you to be with me. I want you to have all of me. So take my body, take my life. It's a song. Okay, take my body, take my life. I remember what the song is. I'll share it on social media, on the community post on social. Maybe this is what they're sharing on social media. So you could actually hear songs on social media that are showing you that they want you, because take my body, take my life is kind of them saying, I want you to have all of me. I want you to have my body and my soul. I want you to have all of me. So this is really them saying to you, I want to be all in with you. I want you to have every single part of me. And they want to come to you in that energy. You spook me with your words and I spook myself with my actions. So again, what they're saying is, I don't know why I hide what I'm feeling for you. And what they're saying is, you told them exactly how you feel. You opened up to them in your own way about how you feel or what this connection is, and it spooked them because they then spooked themselves by their own actions, by sabotaging with their actions, pulling away, hiding away, blocking you, ghosting you, acting like they didn't care, denying it. And that's why they're saying to you, you told me how you felt. Why did I act that way when I feel the same way? And it was because they got spooked by it. They weren't expecting it. It took them by surprise. Perhaps they feel like they weren't ready for it at the time. And it was something that may have caused them a lot of emotion, an intense emotion. And that made them feel vulnerable. It also gave me an itching on the shoulders. So the shoulders are connected with burdens. And now they're itching to release the burdens in their life so they can actually come forward and be with you the right way. So they are admitting this and saying, I did get spooked, and I got spooked not only by your words, but by my own behaviour, the way I reacted to you instead of responding, the way I ran from you instead of facing this love, which is what they really wanted to do. And they're saying, I'm a hard nut to crack, but you cracked me, and you found my gooey centre. So what they're saying is, they don't show their heart easily to anyone, and you've cracked them. You've got through all the hardness they put, all the barriers they put around their heart. You broke through that. And there's been perhaps others who've tried to and they haven't been able to. There's been others who've perhaps tried to get their attention and they're not interested because their heart belongs to you. And they're saying, you cracked me, and inside you found that gooey centre. That gooey centre is their love, their emotion, their passion, their romance. Because they're saying, you bring that romantic side out of me. Nobody else has seen that. So just know that you've seen a side of them, and you're going to see an even more gooey side of them than anyone ever has or ever will. I would learn how to make pumpkin pie to impress you. So what this means is they're going to do what it takes. They want to impress you. They would make pumpkin pie if they needed to impress you. They would dress up in certain clothes. They would do certain things. So what they're saying is, I want to impress you. I want you to be proud of me. I want you to know that I love you, and I'd do anything to make that happen. So this is again them saying, I'm going to do what it takes to be in your life, to show up for you, to show you I regret the past, that I want to make it right with you. You always know what I'm thinking, and you always know when I'm thinking of you, so they know how intuitive you are. They're saying, you always know what I'm thinking. How freaky is that? So to them, it's like freaky and scary and spooky and exciting and exhilarating all rolled into one, because they recognise that you are intuitive, that you see into them, that you are one soul, that you are psychic and powerful and strong. And they're like, whoa, it's freaky that you know what I'm thinking. It's freaky that you can see beyond the mask where it's freaky. But it's also exhilarating. And I'm feeling this like in an exhilarating way, not like a freaky as in, oh, it's weird, or I don't like that about you. It's like that allures me. I love that you can see through me. I love that you know what I'm thinking. I love that, even though it does spook them at the same time. My entire body aches. So they're definitely aching for you, lusting for you, longing for you, desiring you, wanting you. And their body is aching when they're not with you in that way. They want you, but they're also aching because they're tired. They're tired, they're drained. They may be having an achy body. So an achy body is about feeling like they need to make changes. It's tiredness. They may be aching because they're tired, they're fed up. So if I go to my Twin Flame Ascension Oracle, and I just bring in the card to do with achiness, but I feel it is definitely about aching for you as in physical aching, okay, which is connected with fever, okay, because what do we do when we have a fever? We shake and then we get achy because of that. So they're burning with passion and desire, and it longs to be expressed. They are longing for this. So repressed desire creates anger and rage that burns deep, and that also creates frustration and stress, and that's why they're being guided to focus on peace. So they're definitely going through a lot of achiness, feelings of achiness, joints and muscles, because, you know, they get aches in their joints and muscles because they need to take action and take charge. That's what they long to do. So a lot of them could be exercising, they could be moving the body around a little bit, they could be doing some kind of massage on themselves to stimulate the required changes. That's what they need to do. Okay, and then we've got aches, which is what we're connecting with here in general. They're saying, I'm aching for you. I crave you. So it says aching for something or someone. Give to yourself what you crave or need from another. So that's how we heal it. And they know there's the speedy car there. So they know the only way they're going to be able to heal their body aches or their body issues is by actually reaching out. So a lot of them are going through aches, and it's either like an ache or it could be a fever, especially if there's lots of desire. But they want you to know things are shifting here. They're saying we fall apart to spring forward. Now, what I'm connecting with here is the seasons. Whatever seems to be falling apart is actually moving forward. So there's a delay creating the way, or there's a separation for preparation. But in the fall season, something's going to change or shift to move you forward together. So I feel we fall apart is don't worry if anything seems to be going backwards or if it seems all to be falling apart, because that chaos, that tower, is going to spring everything forward. So I'm definitely feeling again a timeline here of like where we are now in October, heading towards March, April, May. So big timeline shift between now and April, May, which again is connected with Easter, resurrection, movement, change. I'm definitely connecting with December to April being big collectively anyway, but I'm feeling like whatever seems to fall apart in the fall is going to spring forward in the March, April, in the spring. So I'm also seeing this as like karmic endings coming in. Things that need to fall apart or fall away are going to, because the wood snake is assisting with this. And they're saying, I howl under the moon when I miss you. So howling under the moon, this is like driving them crazy. And this full moon that's coming up is definitely driving them crazy, where they want to express their feelings. They want to be around you. They're howling under the moon. So they're feeling angry, frustrated. They're crying out to you. You're going to feel it and hear it energetically. Ow, okay. You may even hear howling. You may hear wolves howling, dogs howling. You may hear something howling on a film you watch or in a show, especially if you're watching kind of like horror type films. Or you may just hear it. You know, I was watching, just makes me smile, this does, because I was watching Gilmore Girls yesterday, because I'm watching 2 shows at the moment. One of them is Gilmore Girls, again, for like the 4th, 5th time, however many times I've seen it. And it's when Rory went to Yale. So for those of you who love Gilmore Girls, you'll know what I'm talking about. And she goes to Yale, and her mum, Lorelai, stays over the night, and there's all these guys outside the window making howling noise, and they go, howl, and they start howling back. And it just made me smile, because that's how the universe shows me through something I've seen, and then it's just clarified here in this reading that that's a huge sign. So it's just powerful. So you may see people howling or hear people howling, however it happens. Maybe you're watching a werewolf film and it makes a howling noise or something like that. But it's a message about their desire. It's that ache again. And this is what we've got here, where he says, I'm aching for something or someone. Well, that someone is you, and that something is a new beginning. They want to give to themselves what they crave or need from another, but they can't, because they know they can only get it from you. Whereas you're filling up your cup because you know how to do that. But they're instead having muscle aches, joint pain, fever. They may be going through other things like stomach pain, and they may be having eye issues, tension, headaches. They may be tired. They may be having heartburn. All kinds of things they can be experiencing. Issues with the fingers, the toes, the legs, all kinds of things. Knee joint pain. Because they know the only thing that's going to satisfy them is you. And that's what they intend to do. So they're questioning their own behaviour, sitting around thinking, why? Why am I just hiding my feelings right now? Why? I've spooked myself with my own actions. I don't want to behave that way. I want to move forward. And you know that because you know what they're thinking. How freaky is that? I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.